Hi, this is Alex from soyachinchao.com and I spent the whole day yesterday with the Proton X70 2020 which is assembled in Malaysia. Here's what to expect with a new model. And there are a total of 4 models, and this time all of them are 2-wheel drive. And yes, that's right, there's no more 4-wheel drive option for the CKD version. There's the standard, executive and 2 premium options. Apparently, there are customers that don't like the sunroof, so there are 2 premium options. There's a premium that has all the full spec kit and the premium X model that has everything plus a sunroof. We don't have the pricing details just yet, so you have to stay tuned to us to learn more. The biggest mechanical change is the automatic transmission. The new model runs on a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission which replaces the current 6-speed automatic gearbox. On the inside, the gear shifter has been replaced with this joystick-looking thing which looks quite similar to what you get on BMWs. There's still no pedal shifters, but you can still change the gears manually by tilting the stick to the left. When it comes to DCT, there is always a negative perception to it in Malaysia. According to Proton, this shouldn't be an issue because this is a wet clutch unit, which is actually better suited for our local temperatures compared to a dry clutch unit. With the new DCT, you can expect smoother gear changes and faster acceleration times. The current X70 can do 0 to 100 in 10.5 seconds, and this new one is 9.5 seconds. That's 1 second quicker than the old version. It still uses a 1.8-litre turbo engine which produces 135 kilowatts of power, which is about 181 horsepower. But the new one has 300 Nm of torque. That's 15 Nm more thanks to the new DCT gearbox. And under the hood, it gets a new engine cover, and that's just purely for aesthetic purposes. On the outside, there's hardly any changes. The only difference is this round badge up front. This is Proton's new logo, and it looks like Thundercats logo. Thundercats! At the back, the new model now comes with a power tailgate, and this can be activated by kicking your foot underneath. And do note that you must have the remote with you for this to work. On the inside, you can now recline the rear seats, which is great for passengers that want to take a nap. And similar to the current version, there's also an armrest and can split the seats by 60-40. For the front 2 seats, Proton has added ventilation, which is a good update, but activating this can be a chore. You need to go to the head unit, find the HVAC option, tap on it, and then select the seat that you want to cool down. And you can imagine this is quite cumbersome, especially when you're driving. I mean, why can't Proton just add physical buttons on the side of the gear lever? The Proton X70 which we have right here is the premium model and it's packed with safety features that are carried over from the CBU model. Apart from the usual 6 airbags, traction control, stability control, this comes with the Advanced Driver Assistance Package. This includes autonomous emergency braking, which uses the combination of cameras and radar to detect the vehicle in front of you. If you get too close and if it thinks you're going to crash, it will actually warn you and apply the brakes automatically. There's also lane departure warning, which actually warns you if you go to another lane without signaling. But do note that this is just a warning system. The car doesn't actually steer for you. My favorite feature is the adaptive cruise control. It actually controls the acceleration and brakes for you while keeping a safe distance between you and the car in front. If the traffic slows down, it will actually apply the brakes, and once the traffic clears up, it will accelerate for you. But do note that this adaptive cruise control only works up to a speed of 150 km per hour, which is more than enough. Some of the great conveniences in this car is the number of USB ports. There's a total of 6. There's 2 up front, 2 at the back, 1 in the center armrest, and another USB port right behind the rear view mirror, which is great for you to connect your dashcam. Also, not forgetting is the 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, and it comes with High Proton. This is a voice command system which lets you control almost anything, including the power windows. In terms of the voice recognition, it's pretty reliable, and I would dare say that it's better than the one that's offered by Mercedes. The infotainment system runs on GKUI that's based on Android, but unfortunately you don't get Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. For navigation, you're stuck with Baidu Maps, and the interface is pretty sluggish and it's not as friendly as your smartphone apps. If you want to key in an address, the on-screen keyboard is very tiny. Not user-friendly at all. The GKUI interface is pretty sluggish and it can get really frustrating. Even the main buttons like the home, back and also the volume controls are capacitive, and it's sometimes very hard to see them under harsh sunlight. To me, this is the weakest point of the X70, and I was expecting Proton will improve the GKUI system on the CKD model. Please Proton, can you please put Waze or Google Maps on this? That would be very helpful. When it comes to driving, the Proton X70 with its new DCT is a solid performer. Gear changes is smooth and quick, and I was able to push close to 200 km per hour quite effortlessly. It handles corners pretty well and the ride is comfortable. This is a solid SUV and it's great as a family car. Most importantly, it's packed with advanced safety features, and I don't think you can find another SUV with the same level of equipment in this price range. Overall, I think Proton has done a good job with this new update, considering that the X70 was just launched slightly a year ago. However, I do wish that there's more styling changes so that people can tell that you're driving a newer model. As I said earlier, we don't have the pricing details yet for these new 2020 models, but we reckon that it should be somewhat similar to the CBU version. But stay tuned to us for the full updates on soyachinchow.com. And as usual, if you have any questions on the new car, please jot them down below in the comments section, and we try to answer them as soon as possible. So what do you think? Do you like the new updates for the 2020 model? If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, like us on Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to us on the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell icon so that you'll be informed when we release a new videos. This is Alex from soyachinchow.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!